What's up, sports fans, for another picks and predictions for the NFL 2026 playoffs. And look no further than we're already past Wild Card Weekend into the divisional round. Now, before we get underway with that, let's take a look over here at how Wild Card Weekend worked out. And we were only wrong with 2 games. Now, one of these games was simply based on hope. Let's be real. One of these games was based purely on hope, and that was the Patriots game. But we'll get to that. So the Rams did not look that great, did they? I don't know what was going on with Stafford. I don't know what was going on with that team. But the Carolina Panthers ended up shooting themselves in the foot more times than the Rams did, and still that game came right down to the wire. Panthers, I'll be honest with you, Rams are my second team, but Panthers did play better and deserved to win that game. They really did. The Rams did not look like a Super Bowl level team, and the Panthers looked hungry. They wanted that win, and they were so close, so I do feel bad for the Panthers fans. Even with some very bad pass interference calls in that game, especially that one near the end of the half that gave the Panthers a chance to score. That wasn't all of it. You know, there were both sides of the ball, and once again, you know, they deserved to be there 100%. So that went pretty much. It still ended up with the win that I expected, but not that level of football that I expected. So that was a huge game. Then the Bears over the Packers was more of a hope, and it happened. Because that 100% helps, of course, out my Cowboys. That obviously it helps them out hugely. So the Bears do beat the Packers. I didn't think the Packers were going to be able to do much. Even if they won the wild card weekend, they were unlikely to win the divisional round regardless who they went up against. So Packers being out is no big shock there. Same with the Texans, my dark horse, beating up on those Steelers. And though the game was a very slow start, a lot of issues in the first half, even the first 3 quarters, but things sort of took a turnaround there in the third quarter into the fourth quarter, and it is what it is. Texans over Steelers 100%. Let's go Texans. If it's got to be AFC, then let's do some Texan. Let's look forward to the Texans making, I believe, potentially it will be one of their first appearances if they go all the way, if not their only appearance so far as a franchise. Then we take our 2 losses. The Bills did end up beating the Jaguars. That game was odd. I don't know another name for that game. That game was just odd. Allen and Lawrence both looking like I don't really know how to describe them. I don't know how to describe that game at all. I thought it was a very odd game. I don't know what it was about it, but it just didn't feel like a playoff game to me. It felt like a very wishy-washy. We're trying out new things on both sides of the football for both teams, and nothing was exactly working. Nothing was hitting quite well, and Jacksonville does end up losing to the Bills in a very odd game. Then the Patriots do end up defeating the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the big thing about that is, once again, their defense definitely won them that game. The New England Patriots defense is a big reason. The Chargers defense did what they could, and stopping them at about 15 points, I understand. But once again, a hyper-offensive team with a half-decent defense is going to give the Patriots a run for their money, because as long as the defense can hold off that Patriots offense, I mean, Patriots defense is winning games, and they do say that defense wins Super Bowls, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I'm 100% wrong about this, because the Patriots have surprised me a little bit this year, coming as far as they have, but relying solely on that defense and not on the arm of your quarterback says a lot to me anyways. So that game went as low scoring as it was. It was an intense game, and I did expect the Patriots to win the first round, but I had hope. I did have hope. But all my hope went into the last game, which was San Francisco over the Eagles. The Eagles are out, and I know as a Cowboys fan, I'm supposed to hate the 49ers, but I didn't grow up in the 80s, so I do not care. 49ers over the Eagles every time. Every bloody time. Let's go. Eagles are out. 49ers are in. And it was exciting to see those damn birds out, you know, because I don't like those birds. I've never liked those birds. Not even being just a Cowboys thing, but Philadelphia has always been a dirty team. They've always been a scuzzy team, you know. Philadelphia Flyers, dirtiest team in NHL history. Philadelphia Eagles, slimy team in the NFL. Always have been. Always have been. And, yeah, it was nice to see them get out of here. Get out of here. And now we can move on to the divisional week for the divisional round for the games. Let's go and see what our predictions are for that one. Okay, so obviously, divisional round, we only have 4 games, but 4 very big games. The Rams and Bears, the 49ers, Seahawks, Texans and Patriots, and Bills and Broncos. Now, these are some very interesting matchups, and I really do wish that it wasn't the way it was going. I really wish that it was the 49ers up against the Bears, because I would have more confidence given the performance the Rams did against Carolina. But I'm still going with my Rams over the Chicago Bears, and I'm hoping they make their adjustments and they play a much better football game, and because we cannot rely on the Bears screwing up as much as the Panthers did. So I'm really hoping that the Rams are stepping up their game, and Stafford has figured out why he's going 0-3 on a drive, at the beginning of a game, at the beginning of a half. It's just like, okay, what are you doing? You go into one of the best, one of your best receivers 3 times, and you're the problem. Like, why are you throwing into heavy coverage? Why are you throwing uncatchable balls? Why are you doing this, Like, just get the first down. It's not difficult. I don't know what's up with Stafford right now. Maybe he was having an off week, but step it up. This is playoff football. You got to do better. So hopefully the Rams do defeat the Bears. Now, I would love to pick the 49ers, but I do think that the Seahawks are the one to go all the way. Realistically speaking, on paper, they look like they're going all the way. 49ers Seahawks will be a very strong game if both teams show up at 100%. This is going to be a very powerful football game. You're going to see a lot of strength and determination on both sides of this football. I don't see it being a blowout, but I do have to go with the stronger pick. I got to go with the favorite. I'm going with the Seahawks. If the 49ers manage to beat the Seahawks, I don't think anything will stop the 49ers, period, because personally I think the Seahawks have been consistently just about the strongest team in the league all year long, and if anybody can stop the Seahawks, then that's the team I'm going to say is going to take it all the way. But yeah, we're definitely going with the Seahawks. Now let's turn it over to the AFC with some AFC football here. And we're going with the dark horse. We're going with the Texans over the Patriots. Now they do say, my own brother says, Texans don't do well in cold climates. And it's true. They struggled there in that Steelers game. They really did to get some momentum happening. But maybe playing in a cold climate last week will help them here into this week. And the New England Patriots. Let's go. So this should really prove whether the Texans are the dark horse. I'm hoping they are, that I think they are. This is for all the money, really. This is the one that will prove how the Super Bowl matchup is going to go. So let's go with the Texans over the Patriots as our upset. I understand it's an upset, but that is our upset pick for this week of the divisional round. And finally, we ended off to no one's great shock with the Broncos over the Bills, for quite obvious reasons, right? Is anybody really going to have faith in Josh Allen and the Bills over considering that game they just played over the Broncos? Now, granted, both the Seahawks and Broncos come off a bye into the playoffs. Sometimes the bye is the best thing for a team. Sometimes it is the worst because they've rested on their laurels for too long and they're not in the zone as quick as the opposing team. I'm not sure if it really, on both sides, that can work to your advantage or your disadvantage depending on the dynamic of the team. We're just going to have to wait and see how the Seahawks and Broncos fare with that bye. But those are our picks and our predictions for the divisional round of the 2026 playoffs. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we'll see all you people back here next time for, obviously the next round of the 2026 playoffs. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Enjoy some football. We'll see you back here next week. Have a good one, everyone. Sayonara.